at this point, hold on. I'm going to show you a really cool method, because right now you might be saying, well, okay, this is all good and well. This is fantastic, but how do I know who my competitors are? How do I know what interests to target? I don't know. All right. That's okay, because I'm going to show you how to figure it out, even if you don't know. All right. So what you do is you go to your ads manager and you click on audience insights. And now I'm going to show you how to do this, because now the fun really begins. This is super awesome. So we'll go to audiences, or we'll go to this little tab, I'm sorry, and we go to audience insights. This is a playground, all right? So just click out of this thing right here. This is a playground of information. This is so awesome. Can't wait to show you this. All right, so let's say that you are a health person, you sell health products, and you can't really think, you can only think of Jillian Michaels, all right? That's the only one you can think of. Maybe because you watched this webinar and you're like, or this lesson, and you're like, oh, okay, great, Jillian Michaels. You can't think of anything else. You're stumped. That's fine. What you want to do is you want to go to interests right here, all right? And basically, you're going to plug stuff in, and Facebook is going to show you what other people like as well. So we'll go with Jillian Michaels right there. Boom. Okay. So now what we've got here is we've got Jillian Michaels locked down. All right. And we can now see all these tabs here. For people that like Jillian Michaels, we can see that people who are 18 to 24 really don't get with her a lot. 25 to 34, we see a lot more engagement. We see the most engagement at men 35 to 44. That's interesting. We're still seeing some people that like them at 45 to 54. It really begins to drop off at 55 to 64, and plus 65 plus is barely any as well. So from this, I can pretty much say, okay, people that like Jillian Michaels are kind of young, middle-aged, not too young, probably because when you're young, you're all skinny anyway. And men, the majority of people, the audience that identifies the most, strangely enough, I thought it would be women, men, 35 to 44. We can see here 32%. So when you do your split test, and I'm going to show you how to do split test, you can sort of know that you can sort of gauge, like, this is probably going to do the best. May not, but I'm, you know, like for instance, let's say I was going to create a split test where I wanted to do Jillian Michaels, and I'm gonna actually use Jillian Michaels in the example of the split test coming up here in, I believe, the next lesson. But let's say I want to split test several different age groups. Looking at this, I can go ahead and skip 18 to 24. I don't even need to waste $1 on that. I can go, okay, that's not going to work. Barely anybody likes her at that age. I'm just going to skip that, and I can concentrate here. So that's one way to use it for that. And also, overall, it seems that 95% of women, so women are definitely stronger, not so much men, but for some reason, 35 to 44 is the highest with men. Actually, I'm sorry, that's right. This is all men, and this is all women. Okay, so women identify the strongest. I was right. Haha. 95% of women and 5% of men. Okay. So from this, I could say, all right, I'm going to stick to 25 to 34, 35 to 44, and 45 to 54, and I'm just going to do women. All right. Now, I'm not saying you can't find winning ads for men in here, but it's guidelines, you know. Maybe your product is specifically for men. You can still try this. All right. So we'll go to page likes. All right. So what we're seeing here right now, Facebook pages that are likely to be relevant to your audience based on Facebook page likes. So this is showing you other stuff other pages and things that they like that people who like Jillian Michaels also like. All right. So it seems like I love paws, which I guess is probably a pet thing. So probably a lot of people like the pet thing. I see God's Day, Let's Go Family Pet. That's weird. That's a lot of. Let's see what else we got here. Community, health and beauty. Okay, so Robin McGraw. Okay, so here's something interesting. Robin McGraw Revelation. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so let's look at this person. So I have, like, let's say I was a personal trainer, all right, and I wanted to target Jillian Michaels. I have no flippin' idea who Robin McGraw Revelation is. I had no clue. But because I used audience insights, and because I now see that people who like Jillian Michaels also like this Robin McGraw lady, or Many Wonders or whatever, I now know that I can try a completely different ad set targeting this person. Because look, she's got 649. She's definitely going to show up in targeting. All right. So I just now created a whole new world of possibilities by looking at, by doing this. All right. Even if you only get one. All right. But let's see, what's another one? What's Many Wonders? Many Wonders. Okay, so if it's sometimes you'll get things that are unrelated, which is normal because people don't just like health. I would discount those. What you're looking for is people that also like. So like this looks like a nature thing. I'm just gonna get rid of that. So I'll probably, if I'm a health person, I'll probably target this person as well. But to give you an idea of like for me, okay, and also location, it's going to show you location stuff. I don't really use this one. Let's see, activity, pages, like, comments. I don't really use this stuff ever. I mean, there's a lot, like a ton of information here. Also shows you demographics. But for the most part, oh, and this is good. Job title. It can show you job titles. All right. Like for nurses, personal care people, administrative people, doesn't that make sense? See, people who are administrative, they sit behind a desk. So it makes sense that they would like Jillian Michaels. They probably need to lose weight. So again, I don't use this a lot. What I mostly look at 99% of the time is who else they like. So for instance, let me get rid of her and I'll do Amy Porterfield. All right, Amy Porterfield. So top categories: podcast, app, education. Okay, so Entrepreneur on Fire. Let's say, and I know who Entrepreneur on Fire is. It's John Lee Dumas' podcast. But let's say I didn't. But let's say I know who Amy Porterfield is. I plug Amy Porterfield in, and I'm like, boom, Entrepreneur on Fire. Now I got a whole new competitor that I can target and see if maybe that one works better than Amy. Okay, and like he's got 34,000 people. EverCoach. I mean, I don't know what EverCoach is. What's EverCoach? What is EverCoach? Okay, so I think this is like for people that are coaches. So like maybe if I was running a webinar on coaching, this would be a good targeting. Oh, cool. I just got an idea. Melanie Duncan. That sounds familiar. Digital marketer, James Weedmore. James Weedmore does video marketing. So let's say I didn't know who James Weedmore is. Boom, now I do. Now I can try him. Internet software, Lead Pages, HubSpot, Infusionsoft, Hootsuite, Marketo. That sounds familiar. ClickFunnels. Okay. And then we got page likes. Here we go. Amy Porterfield. I know who that is because that's who I put in. Melanie Duncan. I think I know who that is. Digital marketer. That's Ryan Dice's company. Marie Forleo. Okay, here we go. Female Entrepreneur Association. I have no clue who that is. But let's say, so it's like now, okay, so Female Entrepreneur Association, 327. Actually, I'll be honest with you guys. Most of the people that sign up for my products are female, over 50%. So I might want to use this in one of my future targeting and see how well it does. All right. Derek Halpern, I know who that is. Social Media Examiner, I know who that is. I actually talk with Derek sometimes. Tony Robbins, I know who that is. Network, I don't know who that is, and I don't know who that is, but it's additional people I can target. So what this does is it gets you ideas, all these ideas. So I pretty much stick with the page likes section. Gives you all these ideas on who else to target. All right. So this is like a flipping gold mine here. All right. Does that make sense? Does this all make sense? I mean, to me, this is a gold mine. All right. So that's how you do a little extra audience research to get more ideas and expand your targeting and find out more competitors, especially to target.